Today's video is on how limiting beliefs could be keeping you in scarcity mode, not enoughness, and blocking money and abundance from flowing into your life. Like all limiting beliefs, they could be secretly lurking in our subconscious mind and without us knowing it, influencing our perspectives and actions, which double back to create more of unwanted things in our life. So with our money limiting beliefs, I'll explain a little bit about how this happens, as well as a personal story and realization I had, and how I reframed a discovered money belief in this story to change everything. Hi, I'm Sarah Tomlinson, the girl with many secrets. Artist, advocate, and healer, here to inspire and empower you on your healing journey. And if you like my content, please take the chance to hit that subscribe and hit the bell for further notifications every time a new video gets posted. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at A Girl with Many Secrets, where you'll find content and healing tips where you won't find on YouTube. First off, we need to define limiting beliefs. So a belief is taken as a truth for your life. And oftentimes we aren't aware of the truths, programs that are lurking in our subconscious mind. We are just living them. So a limiting belief keeps us in a limited mindset of not enoughness. So you can imagine how money limiting beliefs play out in very unfun and undesirable ways in our life to create more money problems. Most people, unless they're born into wealth or if they got trained in business and money at a very early age, have been conditioned to believe that money is very limited in the world. There's only so much and it gets doled out, and some people have access to a lot of it, but most of us don't have access to abundance and money. It's hard to get, it's hard to make. These are the things that are lurking in our subconscious mind and guide our actions. A lot of limiting beliefs come from painful past experiences. And if you'd like to explore that topic even more, I've done a video on it. It was part 1 in the cost of limiting beliefs. But money limiting beliefs are a little bit different. Now, some of them could have come from past painful experiences, but money limiting beliefs are actually taught and conditioned to most of us at a very early age by people around us or our environment. If we are born into a neighborhood that isn't as wealthy or abundant, we might just believe that that's the way the world is. Or it can get passed down through our family lines and ancestral trauma. I've mentioned a little bit about how ancestral trauma works in my people-pleasing video, if you'd like to check that one out. But if you think about the environment that our ancestors grew up in, we are coming quite close in time to the Depression era, to world wars, to civil wars, to famines, and people immigrated to escape the scarcity in their lives, but I bet they took their beliefs with them and passed them on through either behavior or genetics or their energy into their children. So it's very possible that you have been born with scarcity imprinted in your nervous system. And if you were born with scarcity in your nervous system and born into a neighborhood that wasn't as wealthy, you could just be previously programmed and then life conditioned to believe that money is hard and there isn't much of it in the world. The belief that there isn't much money or that it's hard to get isn't quite true. There are a lot of counterexamples to this. There are lots of people with lots of money. There are lots of people without a lot of money, but there are people who have transitioned from not a lot to a lot. So the key is to figure out how those people have done it. And like everything, it comes back to our beliefs in life, which affect our perspectives and feelings, which guide our actions to create either more of the same of reality or break our beliefs and change our patterns to change our reality. Money negative beliefs go far beyond negative self-talk. A lot of limiting beliefs do show up in our thoughts and our talk, and money does this, but these beliefs have been so far ingrained in our behavior of most people. The universe works with us in important ways. So here are 3 things to pay close attention to when it comes to your beliefs about money. Number 1, our beliefs guide our focus, actions, and feelings. Number 2, what we focus on in our reality, we always get more of. And number 3, the universe will always deliver to us more of the same of what we are feeling, what we are focusing on, and what we believe. So if you believe that money is hard to get and there's not enough of it in your life, you will act on it. You will focus on things that reflect that belief, and the universe will bring you situations to reflect what you're focusing and what you're believing. So this means less tips, less clients, less business, no pay raises, and more unexpected bills. This seems like a cruel thing when we're told the universe is such an abundant place. But the universe is only capable, it's an energetic universe, it's only capable of reflecting what we focus on, how we feel, the actions we take, and our beliefs about the world. So it is possible to change our beliefs, even the ones that we were programmed with into our nervous system and conditioned into our life at a very young age. Now, other people have changed their abundance story. You can do it too. It does take a lot of work. And I can only tell this from my own life. My money story has fluctuated throughout my life. In my childhood, I lived quite abundantly. I was a big saver and I found ways to find money and earn money. Things changed when I got into my abusive marriage, and there was an air of frugality. And it isn't my fault that I got into a relationship that was very frugal and controlling with money. My life switched into a very hard money story where I've experienced a lot of hardship and lack. So I can say firsthand that the change from limiting money beliefs to abundant money beliefs, if you've been conditioned into scarcity mode, it is a very difficult change to make. It takes extreme awareness over your behavior and then closer introspection about the beliefs that are behind your behaviors. So it's never our fault about what's happened to us and how we've been conditioned, but it is always our responsibility to take accountability of our life. And if we don't like something, we get to change it and work for that change. And it is worth it. My story of how unaware we can be of our limiting beliefs actually happened in a liquor store. Now, I don't drink anymore, but at the time it was girls' night and my turn to pick out a bottle of wine for us. So this was during COVID, where I had quite a low income. I went to the liquor store and I didn't feel like I had a big budget. So I went in and I looked around, I picked out a bottle of wine and walked to the register. Not a big deal, right? Well, I was just about to pay for it, and I realized that I had looked around and only looked at the bottle of wines with a sales price tag underneath. So only the ones that were on sale was what I picked from and solely what I looked at. I may have glanced slightly at the other ones, but not in any realistic fashion that I could buy one of the ones that wasn't on sale. This is a really hidden way that limiting beliefs affect our lives. It's like we're living in a different kind of world where we have a vision that colors our eyes with a certain perspective. It's like I was wearing goggles, but they were really tiny, and I was only looking at a portion of the wine store that only had sales prices. If I'm only looking at the sales prices, this does not reflect any kind of abundant reality where I could look at the other prices that weren't on sale. So it was in the wine store where I reflected holding the bottle of wine that I would have liked, but I only got because I believed I didn't have the budget to buy one that wasn't on sale. These limiting beliefs were affecting my focus and perspectives, were affecting my actions and feelings towards the things that I was purchasing. The universe guaranteed was reflecting situations to match my energy, making sure that I continued to have not enough budget to afford all of the things that I actually wanted to buy in my life. In my self-awareness, I wanted to break the cycle. So I forced myself to put the wine back and re-enter the store with fresh eyes. And I promised myself to look around at all of the wines and pick one I liked. So I went around and I found some that I liked within a certain budget. Having a budget is not being limited. It's being wise and aware with money. Money loves respect for it. So I had a certain budget in my mind for a bottle of wine. I promised I would shop within that budget. Sure enough, I found a wine that I liked. It was only $2 more than the one that was on sale. I brought it up and I felt good about buying it because I knew I would enjoy it because I'm picking something based on joy and satisfaction and fulfillment, based on choosing my previous wine on a feeling of not enoughness. Pay attention to those feelings. And this is the feelings of abundance that we want to cultivate in our life. And we can do this in a variety of ways. Joy, satisfaction, freedom, fulfillment. Make choices based on these feelings. Whereas I'm making my choice on not enoughness, the universe will always reflect back that feeling. And to fully change this pattern, I recognized the belief that I had, which was the limiting belief. I don't have the budget to buy the wines I like, so I have to shop for wines on sale. I don't have enough money to buy what I like. That was the limiting belief underneath my actions and perspective in the liquor store. I got to change that belief to something that was actually much more true. I can easily afford a wine that I like. Notice the feeling of that belief. It feels better to say, and it is way more true than saying, I can't afford the wines that I like. I did find a wine that I like in the budget that I had. So I was able to switch a limiting belief to an expanding belief that felt better. And if we are able to recognize our behavior patterns and the beliefs underneath them, change our actions, our feelings, and our energy, and we do this for a longer period of time, things in our life will slowly change to reflect our new vibration. So let me know in the comments, does this story make you reflect on any similar patterns that you have in your life? And how can you change a limiting belief about money to a more positive and expansive belief that makes you feel better? And if you found value in this video, I'd love for you to hit that thumbs up. As a creator, I really appreciate that, as it also helps other people find this content. It is possible to change our money story in our life to switch from lack and scarcity to abundance mode. It does take a lot of work on self-awareness, breaking our patterns, and changing our beliefs and feelings and energy about money. If you'd like to learn more about clearing limiting beliefs, I do host clearing events and workshops to educate you on where your limiting beliefs might be and various ways to clear them. I've left my Linktree link in the description below, and you can click on that and see if I'm hosting a recent workshop around the time that you're watching this video. And again, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe and the bell for notifications if you enjoy my content. I hope this video added value to your life. I'm Sarah Tomlinson, the girl with many secrets. And for now, I just wanted to wish you a beautiful day and sending you lots of love on your healing journey.